I just confirmed with Chen himself in a phone call a few minutes ago. He is right here at the Beijing International Airport, ready to fly out. He says he's flying to New York, and he's already checked in, but waiting to clear security. But so far, he still hasn't seen his own passport, as well as the passports of his family. But he has checked in along with his family members, including his wife and 2 children. He said this word of this flight today came very last minute to him as well, but he was not surprised. He does say he has very mixed feelings about leaving China because, as you recall, at first when he escaped, he refused to leave China, wanted to stay here to continue his fight for human rights. But only after he stepped out of the U.S. embassy, when he heard from his wife the treatment she suffered after his escape, as well as from friends' advice about the danger of staying here, that he changed his mind, literally triggering an international diplomatic crisis, as you recall, because Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was in town as well. But right now, it seems that this whole saga is about to draw to an end. He is here at the airport, checked in for a flight bound for New York, and ready to leave China. Colleen?
Is this any surprise, Stephen? I mean, given, as you mentioned, there was the diplomatic dust-up, there was the toing and froing over what he would do, where he would go, and then at last word, it seemed like he was going to head for New York. Is it any surprise the way this is playing out now? Guy arrives at the airport, doesn't have his passport, waiting, I guess, till the last minute, till Chinese authorities tell him exactly where he's going and when.
Right. There is a lot of back and forth and twists and turns in this saga, as you mentioned. But keep in mind, this is a person who, after 4 years, more than 4 years in prison, was under illegal house arrest for more than 18 months, repeatedly beaten up by goons and thugs employed by the local government, according to him. And his family suffered tremendous pain and suffering as well. So his nervousness was understandable, especially after more than 6 days in the embassy, during which he was not able to contact most of his friends outside. And also, when he was finally able to talk to his wife while still in the embassy, his wife was not able to speak to him freely, other than conveying the message: if he didn't leave the embassy, she would be sent back to the home village along with the kids. So all these things are playing out, were playing out in a very rapid pace. And so when he did come out, he had that sudden change of heart, especially on the first night when we got to talk to him at 3 a.m. He was very nervous because all of a sudden the U.S. embassy officials who promised to be with him in that hospital room were gone, and just leaving him and the family there by themselves in a confined hospital room, which they were not allowed to leave. So this kind of change of heart was not totally surprising. But then, of course, after that, there was a flurry of diplomatic activity to deal with the aftermath, the new situation. And eventually, it seems like the U.S. and China decided to let him leave, in his words, to take a break from all this and to pursue his to pursue studies in New York.
In New York. All right, Stephen Zhang.